Hey, it's Clerical 11 for another ORAS Wifi battle. Just had this last night. Well, the last night from when I'm recording this. When this is actually being uploaded, it was probably almost a month ago already. And I battled this person, and they had a Mega Kangaskhan. And purely because of the Mega Kangaskhan, they won. They otherwise could not have won any other way. So I challenged them again, bringing in Grima because it is a perfect counter to Mega Kangaskhan. Because of the way I have it set up. Not like Giratina in itself is a perfect counter to Mega Kangaskhan. So here I was saying, please break through, don't be paralyzed, 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 don't be paralyzed. Yes, thank you! Was not expecting that. Not at all. So because of what happened in the previous battle, how much damage I did with a non-sun, slightly under full HP eruption, how much it did to them, I really thought that a full power sun boosted eruption would be able to take them out, but it just barely left them with anything. So I'm guessing that was a really low roll, or the other one in the previous battle was a high roll. Or possibly both. So now my two best attackers are gone. A mostly useless move. Because even if they had that done, it still would not have done much damage. That was a really bad. So since they're obviously just going to keep going for Sucker Punch, I'm just going to keep going for Will-O-Wisps. So either they switch out and something else takes a Will-O-Wisp, or they don't switch out and gradually die. While also using up every single Sucker Punch I have. Because Sucker Punch is the only move they have that would be able to hit me, because obviously it's Ghost type, immune, and then Levitate, immune to their Earthquake, which they showed in the previous battle. Their set was Fake Out, Return, Earthquake, and Sucker Punch. So they could literally not touch Grima as long as I didn't go for an attack. And I wouldn't be going for an attack anyway because my only attacking move is Hex, as you just saw there. So Stealth Rock isn't too big of a deal since my fire types are gone already. So I don't want a Will-O-Wisp on Grima. I want him at as much HP as possible to take care of that Kangaskhan later. Death Gun, I don't care if it gets burned because there's not much you can do here anyway. It's more or less useless useless in this battle. Also, just remember that this is an absurdly long battle, just short of 50 turns, so a little later on it becomes nothing but stalling. Because I have Heal Bell on Lissa, I actually didn't need to worry about the burn on Grima if it had gotten one, but there was multiple reasons I switched. One, I didn't need to waste a turn on Heal Bell later on, and the biggest is that I wanted Toxic on the Rotom, not Burn. So here I go for Hex, because either they'll switch out and something will get hit, or they don't switch out and they die from burn anyway. I'm not sure if Sucker Punch would have activated, but because they knew I had Hex, then they wouldn't have been going for Sucker Punch anyway, because why would I use that? And here I made a mistake and thought I could outspeed the Sylveon, which is why I went for Pain Split that first turn. And now it was gone, but at least it did almost half to the Sylveon. That first Pain Split actually would have... Yeah, it's actually responsible for doing more damage to Sylveon than the second Pain Split because of the first one. So from the previous battle, I know that their Moonblast can do about a third off of Lissa, I think. Yeah, maybe a little more than a third. So here's where it gets into really long stalliness. We've already spent 3 turns of stall, I believe, and I still haven't even Toxic to their Sylveon. So because they have 2 Pokemon left, and Wish, even though both of them are toxic, this can go on for a really, really long time. And meaningless special attack drop because I have no attacking moves. If you want to speed up the video here, go right ahead. There's no reason not to. If you're wondering why I stopped talking, it's because of the incredibly stalliness of the entire rest of this battle. So really nothing to say here. Wondering why I had a Gardevoir named Lissa, because it's the only Pokemon that I could find that had a good healing moveset. And on top of that, it really looks like Lissa's outfit as a sage, which is just the same as Emeren's outfit as a sage. Color scheme and dress are very similar. So almost at the end now, just 7 more turns to go, I think. No, 8 more. There was actually a couple of points, or will be, well, throughout the whole stall part, there's a couple of points where if they had made the right switch prediction, they might have gotten ahead. They might not have won, but they probably could have gotten ahead a little. And if they made really, really perfect predictions over and over again, then there's a small chance they could have won. It's really too hard to go into detail on exactly what they had to do to win, because there's just so many turns of stalling here that I stopped paying attention. So now that the Rotom is finally down, all I have to do is just continue stalling out the Sylveon, and this will finally be over. At least Lissa finally got to have a really big role in a battle. And so far, she hasn't actually gotten to use Heal Ball yet. Actually, no, she's used Heal Ball a few times, but none of those battles were good enough to record, so... Pretty sure I switched there just because I wanted Lissa to live to the very end of the battle. Didn't want the chance of her going down to a Moonblast. Wait. No, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't remember why I switched it out. Maybe just to speed things up a little. So now, one more Protect, and this battle will finally be over. No, never mind. That one will Protect this turn. You cannot harm my wife at all. So, if you want to battle me, then to Twitter link in the description below. Tweet me asking for a battle, or tweet me with your Skype name if you want to be in a free-for-all battle. And I shouldn't have to say this anymore, but I'll just say it anyway. If you're requesting a battle, then be an actual battler and not someone who just uses an in-game team with no EV training or anything. So, see you next time.